It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the 49ers and the Texans, just ahead on EA Sports.
Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly for those guys on the field.
Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns had a lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Buying some time right. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know what I like about that, kid? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check, Panther. Unlock line. Unlock.
Play action now with Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return coming here from the 12. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Connects with Mechie. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. On play action, here's Stroud. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react. Read and react. Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Mechie hauls it in. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense set for a 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it at the 5. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And that passing touchdown he started this game off with, just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year.
Reload!
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Christian Harris on the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Shot alert. Check go.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Across midfield to the 45. Past the 25. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The 49ers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. This Texans offense ready to up for its second drive of the contest. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Stroud throwing here on first. Flushed out of the pocket.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
It's Mixon on second down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Takes it in at the 21. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The 49ers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. Purdy on 1st down. He rolls to his right. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it sets up 2nd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Alert! Alert!
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw again, it's Purdy. Oh, he put some heat on this. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right, we talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
The Texans set to punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Takes it in at the 26. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Christian Harris on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The 49ers pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They stick with McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Ready? Check, Panther. Check, go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Stroud off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Trey Benson, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we'll jet east to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at the Link. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Josh Palmer, a touchdown reception. The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2 touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Caught by the open man. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Mixon does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers on offense. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight.
Come on, set. Unlock line.
1st down throw by Purdy. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Headed out right. He's on the move. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Bronco switch.
From the gun is Purdy. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He put everything he had into this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now they face second down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. On the run right. Throwing deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, San Francisco. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 18. This is the end of the third quarter. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Collins there to grab it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back to throw, Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Cade, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
Here we go.
Trying again, following the set. He's on the move. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on third and long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Here's Stroud now. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers put up even more points in a win. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Hey,
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Texans 10.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 14. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Texans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense in this.
And they get to him again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks to snuff out that drive. I'm not sure, Kate, we'll ever see a defense stick a QB in the ground like that on 3 straight plays, but this defense, they're pedal to the metal, unrelenting, and what an incredible effort.
The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Smash, smash.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
McCaffrey gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers keep running away with this. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.